Hi guys, and we're back. Day 22, Body, Mind, Spirit Challenge. My name is Jim Standish, and I'm one of your co-hosts. So I was just reviewing yesterday's video, Day 21, and in a word, boring. I don't want to spend a lot of time me sitting there and teaching you how to meditate, because there are so many resources available to us in the way of guided meditations, and I'm going to certainly turn you on to those resources so that you can kind of practice this and experience it on your own. What I am going to do, however, is share with you a bunch of tools that will enhance your meditation experience. And these tools are invaluable. And for me, it was the addition of certain tools that enabled me to reach a deeper level in meditation. It was something that I had obviously a deep interest in for years and could never really quite get there. And with the addition of a couple of tools and a little bit of training, I was able to get there and a lot deeper. So the first tool that I want to share with you today is called the Sri Yantra. Now, I'm going to try to hold this up. There's a lot of reflection, and maybe you guys are familiar with this, maybe you're not. The Sri Yantra is an ancient symbol. We understand that it is at least potentially 12,000 years old, and we don't even really know how old it is. I have a number of them that I use for different purposes. Now, the one that I just held up, you are going to have the opportunity in your handout down below. You are going to have the opportunity to print one out. I actually laminated it and covered it in plastic because I actually use this in programming water. I actually will sit my water on top of a Sri Yantra. Now, the Sri Yantra, I'm going to give you the research so that you can read about this yourself. It is sacred geometry on steroids. It is the oldest symbol that I think that we know about, at least in this paradigm. And what is important about it is getting the mathematics correct. So the Sri Yantra that you're going to have available to you in the download is from the Sri Yantra Research.org site, and the math is precise, and that's what it's really about. It's about angles. It's about sacred geometry. All the math for the pyramids is in here. It is known as a symbol of creation, and we will certainly get into that. We're going to dive into it a little bit more. Another little one, this one is kind of cool. This is a Sri Yantra. This is actually, look at that, you can see me in there. This is a gold-plated Sri Yantra, etched in copper and dipped in 24-karat gold. And again, I have laminated it to protect it so that it doesn't tarnish. And I use this, again, for a very specific purpose, and we will get into that specific purpose. What I want to make available to you is first the symbol. And yesterday we talked about breathing and how important breathing is. And you pulled out, I gave you a handout yesterday, a little mini movie from Uplift that talks about the science of breathing. And I have a couple of really cool ebooks that I'm going to share with you guys that get into breathing on a level that is just, is extremely in depth. And we can do a lot with our breath in learning and training how to use our breath effectively. And that is why all through this process, I kind of keep nudging away at that thought that that breath is so important. And there are so many ways to use breath to send energy, to direct energy, to pull in energy. It's invaluable to learn how to breathe correctly, and that's what I want to do is share with you the tools so that you can gain the knowledge to understand a lot more about something that you do all day, every day, and we just kind of take for granted. So today, your homework is to pull out your information. Certainly print up the Sri Yantra that I have made available to you. You can, if you have a printer available to you, we are going to learn how to meditate on this symbol itself. Really cool tidbit. I'm going to give you a whole bunch of data about the Sri Yantra, but one really kind of cool tidbit is that scientists have confirmed and can validate that just looking at the symbol, I think for 10 minutes, actually balances the hemispheres of the brain just by looking at the symbol. That's how crazy this is, okay? And we're just on the tip of the iceberg, guys, tip of the iceberg. So we're going to keep the tools, tips, and techniques coming. Print out your Sri Yantra, get a little bit educated about it, and we will see you on day 23.